Cleaning your espresso machine. Keeping your espresso machine clean is so important for the quality of the coffee that you're serving. I can't talk about it enough. Now, there's a number of things that you can do superficially to clean the machine. Wipe down the trays, the surfaces, that sort of thing. You can pop out the tray like this and wipe this part down and so forth. But it's really the inside of the machine that you most want to be concerned with. So let's talk about that. First thing you do is you take out your portafilters. I'm only going to clean one group right now on this film for the interest of time, but repeat this across all of your groups. So you take out your portafilter, and then you want to pop out your brew basket. Just like that. And then put in a blind portafilter. This is a portafilter with no holes in the bottom. First step is we're going to scrape any coffee oils or residue off of the gasket. This is a tool that's called a gasket brush. So we'll run the group for just a second, get this wet, and then go around the outside of the screen, scraping the gasket. Running the group intermittently. Okay. And then we take our portafilter with the blind basket and take a product that's an espresso machine cleaner. We use this one for our machine. It works really well. It's called Poulet Cafe. There are a number of manufacturers, and I'm sure they're all fine. Take 1 teaspoon of Poulet Cafe and put it in the bottom of the blind basket in the portafilter. Lock it in and change your timer to count up mode, and you're going to run it 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off, 5 times. This is called backflushing. You're rushing this descaler and stain remover through the group over and over again. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, when that's done, you pour that out and run the group to get all of that product out. Run it for about 10, 15 seconds or so, and then turn it off. And then you want to do the same thing with just water, no product at all. 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you take all of your little parts, like the basket, the blind portafilter, or the blind basket, as well as the portafilter, and put them in a bucket like this, and add about a tablespoon or 2 of this product. And then you want to fill it up to the top of the metal of the portafilters. Okay, we'll let that soak for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to pull all the parts out and scrub them down with a green scrubby. This works really, really well to get rid of stains. If you haven't done it before, it'll be almost miraculous how clean your equipment can become. clean and rinse everything thoroughly, scrubbing it down. And then put your machine back together. And that's all there is to it. But do it every night. The other piece of equipment that you want to pay attention to cleaning is your grinder. Now, nightly, your procedure for cleaning your grinder is as follows. You want to take all the beans out of the hopper every night. And then take a dry towel and wipe out the inside of the hopper thoroughly so that those oils are wiped down. Don't use any product or water on the inside of your hopper, just a dry towel. And then you'll use some kind of a brush. We have many different brushes to wipe out the inside of your hopper. Or I said hopper, I meant dosing chamber. One thing that works really well on this is a shop vac. If you have one, you can just vacuum out the inside of that chamber. Wipe down the rest of it with a towel. Take out any grinds or beans that are trapped up in the chamber. I recommend actually unplugging the grinder. This one, you don't really have to because it has a catch that won't allow it to run unless the hopper's in it, but many of you, that's not the case. Wipe it down, reassemble, and leave it for the next day. Now, once per week, there's a product that we recommend on grinders that's called Grindz. And it breaks down all the oils that are trapped on the grinding discs or burrs. This is a phenomenal product. I don't work for the company or anything, I just really like it. You take about a capful, you put it in your grinder, and you run it through. Once per week, this is very, very good maintenance on your grinders. After you run the grinds, they recommend that you run a couple handfuls of coffee through as well. Vacuum out your dosing chamber, and your grinder is clean. And that's how you maintain your equipment. Doing so will really, really prolong the life and value of it and make the coffee taste a great deal better, so make sure to do it every day. That concludes our training video series. Thank you very much for watching, and make great coffee.